is a great day to be alive on this Wednesday. Kyle Bruston-Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust alongside Packer backer in green and gold today, Kyle Wallace.
Yeah, because the Weed Man coming.
It's the Weed Man Wednesday. Weed Man Wednesday here on Kyle Bruston-Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin. He's coming soon. And I got to talk about that spot that I'm talking about in the live reads for Weed Man. I had to go home because it was the one-year appointment for our daughter. And I don't know if it's squirrels, bunnies, or raccoons, but they're eating up my yard. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. What's up, Brad?
Yeah, wearing green and gold for the Weed Man just feels right. I'll say this morning, I was looking out over our lawn, the estate lawn. It's brown. It needs to get a little love, guys.
Little zap.
I can't wait for the Weed Man to come out. We need it.
Well, Brad, do us a favor for the YouTube audience right now at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Turn that hat forwards, because when Brad has his Weed Man outfit on and he turns his hat forward, he looks like he is going door to door right now and is selling you and is going to be able to spray your house.
He's the poster child.
Ma'am, could I offer you the best service in all of southeastern Wisconsin? All of Wisconsin in general. It is the Weed Man, and I will make sure those weeds are gone, the fertilizers. It'll be as green as this shirt. Can you believe that? It'll be as green as this shirt.
Very good.
Satisfaction guaranteed with the Weed Man.
It was too good, Brad.
Sales?
How about that?
It was a little bit too good, Brad. We like you here.
Okay.
Weed Man, you keep your hands off of Brad. Only his lawn, not him.
Alex Strope running the show, UKB Nation at the Carbless Talking text line 800-990-3776. Less is more. And Justin chimed in really early, about 1:45. He was ready because the news of the day, which is crazy that I'm even saying that's the news of the day, per Ari Mirov, did I get that right? Close enough. On Twitter X, the Rams officially releasing wide receiver Cooper Kupp. He follows that tweet up with a quote tweet of his own. The Packers are among several teams. Interesting that he started with the Packers. He must know we're desperate for something around here.
Listen to KBN. I was dang near crying yesterday and begging and pleading.
The Packers are among several teams who have been eyeing Cooper Kupp, waiting for him to be released. So maybe this was the plan. The sloppy seconds from the Los Angeles Rams. They get Devontae Adams. We get Cooper Kupp. And the crowd goes wild.
I mean, would be crazy, right? We think it's going to be Devontae Adams this whole time, and in fact, we get Cooper Kupp out of it all. When they get Devontae Adams, it just doesn't seem right. When I was envisioning wide receiver one as the offseason started, certainly in my mind, I didn't have Cooper Kupp.
Gosh, even in the thumbnail, which is the picture you can see before you click on YouTube to watch our stream, he just looks so disheveled that it just gives me no faith and hope that he's got anything left in the tank. And I could go to his Pro Football Reference and talk about his injuries and talk about statistics.
Yeah.
But this one will stand out forever to me. In Week 15 this year, Cooper Kupp ran 4.69 miles per Next Gen Stats to achieve the elusive 0 receptions, 0 yards, and 0 touchdown stat line. This is the Tony Snell game of the NFL.
Oh, wow, the Tony Snell game. I mean,
I still beat Kyle that week in fantasy and won the championship. And thanks for your business, Kyle.
I mean, it became clear at the end of the season it was all about Puka Nacua. And Sean McVay seems like he has plenty of opportunity to give the ball to whoever he wants.
They just kept feeding him, and Cooper was a glorified blocker.
It was crazy. I just don't know if he's got it in him anymore. That 2021 season seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, so here's the thing for me is that when I look at Cooper Kupp, yeah, obviously he's not the same Cooper Kupp that we knew him to be. But when I look at this Green Bay Packers receiving room, we can't sit here and cry and beg and plead for the Green Bay Packers to bring in some type of veteran presence, somebody to help bridge the gap between the youthful movement we have at the receiver position and a senior receiver that has the experience. So I'm actually all in for Cooper Kupp. Why? I understand that Cooper Kupp ain't going to be the same.
You're a big sloppy seconds guy.
Listen, at this point, I'll take sloppy fifths. I mean, the Green Bay Packers.
That would have been MVS, and you didn't want him.
No. I draw the line. He's sloppily like 10th. Ugh. But when it comes to Cooper Kupp, I still think that Cooper Kupp has some type of value. Last year, obviously, he had a down year, had some injuries, but he still had 700 yards last year. He still would have been the second leading receiver on the Green Bay Packers roster. I think because he wasn't the focal point, the go-to guy, they had Puka Nacua. They had that changing of the guard there in Los Angeles when it came to it's now Puka's team at receiver, and Cooper was playing second fiddle. I think Cooper can give us great snaps and give us something that we don't really have as a guy that you know is going to be reliable. But I feel like if you give him 10 targets, he's going to catch 6 of them. He going be a dog.
Target him
10 times?
Not 10 times.
He ran 4.69 miles and didn't get targeted once. That's a lot of routes.
He's not a wide receiver one.
No, we don't. At this point, we're not going to get a wide receiver one. So why don't we get somebody who's going to be reliable?
We need wide. Look, here's what I'll say. They need some wide receivers.
Yeah, I guess you need something.
They need some wide receivers.
Cooper still got a little bit left in the tank. He had 11 receptions for 104 yards in Seattle.
Don't cherry pick. Go through the bad stretch.
He had some down games. Don't get me twisted.
Week 15, 16, 17 were ugly as they were competing to make the playoffs.
The offense couldn't get going, though. It's not just fully him. They scored 12 points against the 49ers.
Puka got plenty.
19 points. Oh, Puka's special, man. Cooper ain't Puka. I understand that. But going into next season, the Green Bay Packers need to have some veteran presence. I would rather bring in a guy that, though he might be over the hill, he was a guy that knows how to be a pro, knows how to be a guy to potentially
Is Kyle drinking early?
No, have you ever heard of Cooper being a disruption in the locker room? Like Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones was so important to the football team.
Now we're worried about the locker room instead of building the best roster.
Guy.
Okay, what's the better option?
You're a morale guy on Kyle Brust-Nortman. You don't make us better, but you're a morale guy.
What better options?
Wow.
It is what it is. As long as the paycheck keep clearing, I'm all good to be a morale guy. But what better options do you have than Cooper Kupp out there? Don't worry, I'll wait.
At this point, I would draft a wide receiver in the first round.
You still should be drafting a wide receiver.
But I'm saying in the first round for someone that, like, at this point, you're going to have longevity with. Because I'm fully committed now that they're not going to win a championship, and Cooper Kupp doesn't change that. So you might as well invest in spots early in the draft that you think are going to build with these guys, because that's what Goody's been telling me. I'm just following the Goody way. And the Goody way, it also would be weird to pass up. Look, I know people be like, oh, Devontae was too rich, that, the other thing. Come on now. If you had Devontae Adams on this team, no one would be talking about, oh, that cap hit. Oh, you're paying him too much. You would be ecstatic as hell right now.
I would be jumping for. I'll be talking about how the Packers won the offseason.
Yeah, and they would have. But with Cooper Kupp, I mean, we're talking about bringing him in as a glorified coach.
Y'all acting like he's coach. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. Whose snaps would he take? He's not taking Dobbs snaps. He's not taking Jaden Reed snaps. Is he taking Dontavian Wicks? So he's your third guy?
They're just going to shuffle them all in and out.
Listen, I don't get paid to figure out who snaps that is taking. But what I do know is we sitting here acting like if you think he's trash, then what do you think of the rest of the receivers on the Green Bay Packers roster?
Well, okay, Sean McVay basically said he's trash. Sean McVay was recruiting Devontae Adams while in Europe.
I mean, Devontae Adams is actually still good.
Exactly.
Well, so
you're basically saying he's not that good, but we'll take him.
Just to be very clear, what we're saying is that you guys would prefer to run it back than to bring Cooper Kupp back.
At this point, I don't think it changes that much for 2025 that it's it's kind of irrelevant to me.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well go young again and then bring in an old veteran. You might sign for 1 year, and then what? I mean, this Packer roster. Cooper
Kupp will win you 2 football games.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
Cooper Kupp will have 2 games where he has monster games where he has like 8 catches for 100-some plus yards and a touchdown. He'll have a double touchdown.
And then he's going to pull his hammy and be like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the expectation. Listen, fellas, I wasn't preaching Cooper Kupp back when they said they're going to cut him. I was laughing. Cooper Kupp, give me Devontae. Oh, try to go get T. Higgins. Oh, DK.
So you're desperate.
Duh. What do you mean? So I'm desperate. Yeah, I'm desperate.
Is this you at the bar at 1:30 in your 20s?
Oh, wow.
When the lights came on, that's when I realized that I wasn't that desperate.
Basically, you looked around and you're like, oh, you look like Cooper Kupp.
The lights came on.
This is all starting to make sense.
Good enough.
It's good enough. And at this point, we should take Cooper Kupp because Cooper Kupp for me is good enough for this roster.
Fire it up, Strofe. Let's play the Yodely game as I'll explain it here on Kyle Brust-Nortman. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. What price will you be okay with Cooper Kupp on Kyle Brust-Nortman? We start the bidding off at 1 year for Cooper Kupp, $1.
Oh, my gosh.
$100,000.
Now y'all just being real disrespectful.
$1 million. That's 7 digits. $2.5 million. $4 million.
Stop.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh!
He's getting more than $4 million.
I was ready.
He's getting more than $4 million.
You guys are
I was ready to stop in the threes.
disrespectful.
I was ready to stop in the threes.
Oh my gosh!
All right, Kyle, $5 million.
This is y'all are disrespectful.
How?
$6 million. Cooper Kupp for 7?
Yeah, we rock stop.
You're so much less disrespectful.
No.
He doesn't even double us.
No, well, I mean, he's going to get like $7-8 million, I think. If it's a 1-year deal or it might be a 2-year deal, $18 million, something like that, with a certain amount of guaranteed money. He's going to get paid. The cap went up. Matter of fact, this is what it is. If he gets a 1-year deal, maximum, he's going to be like $10 million.
So let's take a time out here because I see the angry casual fan chime in on YouTube. Kupp is the best white wide receiver since Jordy Nelson.
Make Green Bay receivers white again. Just one. We had Jordy, we had Don. Now we're going to have Cooper Kupp.
Now,
Go, Pack, go.
Was it Don Beebe, Bill Schroeder,
Billy
Jordy
Schroeder,
Nelson?
Jordy Nelson. That's what we've been missing.
Or Jordan Nelson.
Jeff Janis.
Jeff
Don't forget
Janis.
about Jared Aberdaris.
Jared Aberdaris had a stint.
What's going on here? That's what we've been missing.
Brett Swain, Super Bowl champion.
What is it with
Wow.
Kyle and the Coopers? You know, he just likes the Coopers. He's a Cooper guy.
Edgerrin Cooper Kupp.
They haven't
Cooper,
filled it.
Cooper DeGee's big Coop guy in the draft.
that's right.
You got to think for the Coopers.
I do. I love me a
White
good
Coopers.
Cooper. Yeah, I love
White
me a good-
Coopers.
Well,
Cooper
and-
Flag at Duke. You're
That
a big
boy
Cooper
can-
Flag
he can hoop.
guy.
That boy can hoop.
That's another good point.
Name your kid Cooper. Name
be a
your
stud.
kid Cooper.
I just
But what I wanted to bring up there is, how old was Jordy Nelson when he wanted to sign back with the Packers and Goody said kick rocks?
was he 33?
Yeah, I mean, it might have
see.
been 31, 32 before he played for the Raiders. And he was serviceable with the Raiders.
Just a reminder, Jordy Nelson isn't even 40 years old yet. He's only 39 right now.
That's crazy.
20. I got to do math now.
He was 32. 32 in his last season for the Green Bay Packers. Cooper Kupp turning 32 this year.
That's my point.
Got 1 year left.
And he offered, he didn't even offer Jordy
And-
anything worth negotiating.
And the year before his final year, first of all, Jordy Nelson played like every single year. He played like he did not
Until
get
he tore
injured,
his ACL.
Until he tore his ACL. But he put up 1,257 yards, 14 touchdowns,
Yeah, boy was good.
97 receptions, and he had one down year. One. And it was like, see you later. That's
Yeah.
exactly what Cooper Kupp's
I mean, then he
doing.
went to Las
No,
Vegas.
it's not. He just had a down year last year.
Well, he was hurt.
what I'm saying.
Wasn't he hurt?
But
Like
again,
one
a
down
hurt
year.
down year.
And he
Listen,
said, you're
fellas.
gone.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
you think he's going to.
Tomorrow is the 7-year anniversary of the Jordy Nelson release. Tomorrow is the day.
Lincoln Kennedy, Rogers Favre, Kupp and Nelson.
I get it, fellas. Like Cooper Kupp is over the hill.
Time's a flat circle, man.
But I feel like
Let's
Cooper
right this
Kupp,
ship.
He still got something left.
What's your
fellas. I'm
line,
just-
Kyle? Because I don't think I can say it.
Oh, make Green Bay white receivers again. Give Green Bay what did I say?
Make Green Bay white
Wait,
receivers again.
Bring. We need our one token one. He could be the token one.
Oh, we only get one token one?
Yes, for the Packers. Yes, that's how it works.
Tucker Kraft kind of counts.
No, he's a tight
He's
end.
tight
That's
end.
different. That's different. Come on now.
800-990-3776.
Can I just ask y'all really quickly, like legitimately, y'all want to make fun of me? And maybe I can bring Strofe in here. Maybe Strofe will
Well,
support
you already
me.
said you're desperate, so I know where this it all comes from.
Do we really feel like Cooper Kupp comes on his roster and he brings zero value? Like
No, he
zero
brings
value.
value, but it's not like needle-moving value.
Yeah, it doesn't help you with your wide receiver one. I guess he coaches up the other guys, which is an improvement.
Then hire a wide
like-
receiver coach.
No,
Yeah, he
sometimes
just-
it's different to have a
he's
guy
not gonna
right there in
win
the
you
trenches with you.
a game.
He,
He's just gonna be a
no.
guy.
See, that's disrespectful.
He's gonna be a guy.
No, that's disrespectful. Cooper Kupp is you're telling me next year, wherever team he signs for, he's not going to have multiple 100-yard games, or he's not going to pop in some games. Come on,
can't
now.
separate anymore.
Don't be disrespectful.
Jordan
to
Love
Cooper
was
Kupp
talking
like
about
that.
how the young wide receivers need to learn to separate a little bit better in man-to-man. We're asking a slow white guy to separate?
And he only had one full season in his whole career. That was the year that he went
ain't
off.
gonna be helped, but he had just last year in a down year, he had 3 games over 100 yards and only played 12 games.
I did watch Star Wars: A New Hope. I did watch that
Cool.
last night. Is Cooper
Good
Kupp
flick.
that for the Green Bay Packers? The New Hope.
He's a contributor.
Help us, Cooper Kupp. You're our only hope.
I mean, he's a contributor. I just
Very
feel,
good,
again,
Brad. Thank you. Way to land that plane for me.
I would be okay with
miss
this signing. I mean, if they overpay him, then I'll be mad. But I'll be okay with this signing. I don't think it hurts your team. It doesn't hurt your roster whatsoever. He actually would come in and fill a great void and be a leader, and also he will ball.
We're talking about not hurting the roster. We're not saying he's going to make the roster like significantly better.
I got to deal with the cards that were dealt to me. Okay, that's all I'm
dealing with the devil's hand right now.
That's exactly what it is. I can't. What am I going to do? Everybody's gone. Everybody is gone. Now I got to depend on some kid that's coming out of some college to be a stud next year, to be our number one. Like, what am I doing? The kids are on the sandlot trying to play football.
Yeah, for those that missed it, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, and Jaden Reed posted a picture that they're working out together, and it literally looked like whatever field they were on needed weed man.
I want the three of you to impersonate the conversation the three of them are having right now when in regards to Cooper Kupp.
Josh from Heartland, Zach in the Dell, Z in the D, or Alex Strofe or Madison Hayes, can you please Photoshop Kyle, Ben, and Brad's faces into the picture?
I like how you called it the two people that don't work for us prior to the two people sitting back here.
I know the people that work for us aren't doing anything, so I might as well inquire to the KBN Nation, you know?
All right, fair point.
800-990-3776. Yes, we will get to that picture that is just hilarious. Kyle will break down Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, and Jaden Reed at the Sandlot working on their wide receiver skills for the upcoming season. Cooper Kupp's on the market. Woohoo! More next.
This is Kyle Broston Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I?
No,
I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the North Side. The North Side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN, and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a two-man scramble at TPC Sawgrass, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through March 31st. Your winter chance to play TPC Sawgrass awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
She's different and special and loaded with personality.
And there's one more thing, but you can't explain it in words.
She's the one.
She's the one.
The one.
You know it.
Your friends know it.
The whole world knows it.
We curated a special selection of engagement rings for her.
Can you guess what we call it?
We call it the One Collection by Kessler's.
Because these engagement rings are different.
And special.
And loaded with personality.
And one more thing. But you can't explain it in words.
Engagement rings in the One Collection start at just $725.
But some of them are more.
A lot more.
But we've got you covered.
First, we have 12 months financing at 0%. Or
second, we have 36 months financing at 9.99%, both with approved credit.
Third, we have second chance financing if you need someone to give you a second chance.
And don't forget the Kessler's warranty.
The strongest warranty of any jewelry store in the world.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Champs Americana in Brookfield, the Sandlots of Salem in Salem Lakes, Kelly's Bleachers Big Bend, Magoo's on the Mound in Milwaukee, and Curly's Waterfront Sports Bar and Grill in Pewaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Per Adam Schefter of ESPN, welcome to the club. The Jets are releasing Aaron Rodgers after 4 p.m. today. The Jets will take on $49 million in dead money by releasing Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, I thought Aaron Rodgers had already been released.
I mean, essentially he had as a formality. They'll carry his $21 million cap hit until June 1st when it drops to $14 million, saving $7 million, but then they will absorb a $35 million dead cap hit in 2026. I've heard that before.
Yeah. Boy, what a disaster that time with the Jets was. An absolute disaster.
How far has Aaron Rodgers fallen where his replacement is Justin Fields?
That's a crazy statement.
No, that's who they prefer to have Justin Fields and maybe draft somebody. That's what the preference is. That is a far fall from grace. In greatness, actually.
What a world.
I still have faith that he has a good year left in him, but it's got to be the perfect situation.
But you got more, who you got more faith in, him or Cooper Kupp?
Oof.
Wow.
That is a great
I mean, you're asking.
So good.
They're like, in terms of dog years, Cooper Kupp is like, 60 in dog years and Rodgers is 80.
80?
Maybe he's got a walker.
Rodgers in his 40s.
Maybe he's got a walker.
He's 10 years older than him.
But he plays a position where athleticism is less. Like, I will take, Aaron Rodgers, just his arm. That's
over the body of Cooper Kupp.
Operating at a pretty good clip.
That's
the problem
true.
is Cooper Kupp needs his whole body, which doesn't quite agree with him right now.
That's true. I just can't believe a guy who got 700 yards last year, y'all are saying that he in 67 receptions, that his body doesn't go. No, he just isn't playing at an elite level. He's better
Cooper
than
Kupp last year?
I've seen him not catch a single pass and was excited about it. But at the end of the day, he still caught 67 passes and 700 yards in 12 games.
You were excited about watching him run 4.6 miles on the field and not catching a pass?
That was going to lead to a fantasy championship for me. Little did I know, that was the setup.
Oh, that's right, because I had him.
For a disappointment.
Yeah.
I mean, he can still catch the ball great. He won't drop the ball. So that's one benefit to the Packers wide receiver
He
room.
has better numbers than most of the guys on our team. What are we talking about here? Like, we think Tate Wicks has a lot of
His last
potential.
3 seasons, he hasn't even eclipsed over 812 yards because he hasn't played a full season since 2021, where he was the best player in the NFL.
I feel great about Tate Wicks, but Tate Wicks hasn't shown us this yet. I feel great about Romeo. Dobbs, but I'm still waiting for Romeo to bust out. Like,
age 32, playing 9 games, 12 games, 12 games the last 3 years.
31. Thank you very much.
He will be age 32.
But at some point. Don't age my boy.
You are so desperate. This is like a girl that you're smitten with. Over to the KBN Sports Desk, because I don't know what's going on. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Strofe, what do you got?
How many games did you say he played last year?
12.
Okay, and he had 710 yards?
How many yards per game is that?
regardless, that still would have been the second most receiving yards in the Packers roster behind only Jaden Reed.
Thank you.
That's great.
What do you mean?
He missed 7 games.
He was next to Puka Nacua. He would have to be the guy.
So wait a minute.
True.
No, he's not going to be the guy.
I don't think he's going to be the guy either.
But fine. Do you want to sign a guy that is going to play 10 games? Basically, you're like, we all got mad for Jair Alexander playing half the snaps over the last 3 years.
He was being paid premium price. He was being paid. He was the highest paid corner in NFL.
Kupp's going to be on a cheap 1-year prove-it deal, so...
It's not even prove it deal. It's are you still alive deal.
I'm not saying.
Oh my gosh! You hear the disrespect?
Yeah, he's not wrong.
What do you mean?
But if you watch him, he looks so unbelievably old.
He doesn't look like the guy.
Getting open is so hard.
He's working extra
he looks like Strofe running a 3-cone at the
Stafford was
combine.
throwing him open. McVay was doing everything he could to get him open, and his big chunks came when Puka Nacua was out. Right, Nacua was out for like 6 games?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, I guess our only receiver is Cooper Kupp. We got to just force feed him the ball.
I can't believe.
And it's like 5-yard outs.
I can't. Yeah. Nothing's gonna be that now. He ain't no deep threat. He ain't replacing Christian Watson, but he's gonna be a reliable guy.
So he's the same thing as Romeo Doubs, except Romeo's probably got a better ceiling.
But Romeo also, you're going to have less of a, maybe not going missing. Listen, I understand, fellas. I'm sad to be here.
You're searching for answers as we go. I love it.
I just feel like there is no harm in signing him. There's no downside.
I agree.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Harm.
But
it all comes down to at this point of
he's a great locker room guy. He's a great dude, right? And he had an unbelievable career. It's just like, does it help you get to your goal? It just doesn't feel like it does.
What else can they do?
What is the goal anymore? What is the goal?
That's a great
Goody
question.
has showed
What's
us
the
that the
objective?
goal can't be Super Bowl.
Diana's mad at me. 800-990-3676. Yes, Diana, on the Carbless Talking text line.
I'm just really interesting. You're sitting here negative and down on all these players saying that they're old and whatnot. I'd like to see you get out there and do a better job.
Yeah, with your old behind.
You need to stop being
Diana, Cooper Kupp would struggle to walk your dogs around the neighborhood without getting hurt at his age right now. Ron and the Key chimed in earlier, and it is an interesting point because I actually like that he made this point. As I called Cooper Kupp disheveled, he said, Ben's the dude who played his first game of pickup each run with his baseball cap on backwards. It takes a disheveled old person, or you're losing it, to no one.
Yeah, I just look at this.
Slow down. What the hell?
I play with the first game of hoops with my backwards hat on.
Why do you wear a hat for the first game only?
To get loose.
What does that have to do with you getting loose?
Your head to get loose?
Yeah. What does that do for you?
I'd have bedhead, so I like to get it wet and sweaty so it didn't look so bad.
That's the real reason?
For sure. Absolutely.
Douche.
You douche for sure. I'm a tool.
You douche.
Holy cow, I'm a tool. Yeah, we know these things. This shouldn't be a shock to anybody.
Why did you need to squeeze that into the middle of the show?
Because Diana said I'm being negative towards Cooper Kupp and that I should go out there and do that. I know I can't do that, and I know Cooper can't do it either.
You need to stop being a freaking hater.
Y'all are so disrespectful to Cooper Kupp right now. So disrespectful.
2021 is a long time ago.
No, I mean, last year he was number 67 in total, I think, catches last year in the NFL. Like, I mean, hey.
Number 67. You sold me there. Bring him on in.
I mean, he was ahead of most of the guys. Or, excuse me, he was number 37 in total in receptions last year and 35th in touchdown receptions.
The Packers.
He's better than most of the Packers.
What have we been saying about the Packers?
He's a glorified Randall Cobb right now.
The Packers wide receiver room lacks a wide receiver 1. They've got like 5 wide receiver 2 and 3s. This would just be another wide receiver 2 and 3.
Even though he's white, I will confuse them all for the same production.
Who will be, if he came to our roster, give me your rankings of who will be the top 3 most reliable receivers in that receiving room if Cooper Kupp
right now, all 4 of them would be on the same level.
Oh, stop. See, now y'all playing.
Because you said reliability.
I mean,
he
when
can't
plays,
stay on the damn field.
When he plays, he's reliable.
Yeah, he played. He had 0 catches, 0 targets in week 15.
He blocked the hell out of that team.
Sure did. Who's he going to block for right now? Who's the Puka Nacua he's blocking for?
He can block for Josh Jacobs catching the ball at the backfield.
Again, we're just searching for answers right now. Goody's left us in this spot.
You can't get mad at me. Listen, Packers fans, KBN Nation, like, hey, if Cooper Kupp's the guy, then we'll take him. He's better than MVS. I know what I'm going to get from MVS, a whole bunch of frustration. I know what to expect from Cooper Kupp. 12 games and probably, 5 really good games where he gets over 80 yards, 6 good games over 80 yards. And all
we already have that.
Yeah,
Jaden Reed's done that.
And the guy you missed out on, the one argument for MVS is what he brings to the offense.
Yes, Cooper Kupp is just from a difference of style.
Yeah,
Brad, don't get on that.
Not of who's better or who's not. They're not in the same.
They not worried about him going over the top. MVS ain't a threat over the top. It's just you run with him. Just run with him.
In theory, that's what you're trying to replace.
A safety ain't trying to help over the top with MVS.
In theory, that's what you're trying to do.
He averaged 20 yards a catch in his last 8 games with New Orleans.
Yeah, what he had, 8 catches?
15.
Oh, okay.
2 per game.
I'm sorry. Hey, let him get his 2.
2 per game.
We need to stop with all this, Brad. Don't do this.
He doesn't move the needle for me. He's another wide receiver 2 or 3. That's it. And the Packers don't need another one of those.
So to get this straight, we're just basically saying it's draft or bust.
Yes.
Okay.
We knew this before yesterday. This is where we are now. That because it's the news, we're grasping to it. Because we went through the list of wide receivers yesterday that were available, and you said trash.
Did we say Cooper Kupp yesterday? No, we didn't say Cooper.
You would have said trash until he was rumored to go to the Packers.
I guess
potentially.
we'll never know.
We'll never know.
When he doesn't pick up the phone for a 33-year-old Devontae Adams. And you think he's going to pick up the phone for Cooper Kupp? And when he looks at Devontae Adams and said, no, he doesn't add enough to our team. I'm not even going to call him.
Yeah,
that says everything I need to know about where Goody's at.
At this point now, I'd be surprised if they add any type of guy over
on the Carbless Talking text line. Ezra from Port Washington, getting Kupp would be the equivalent of the Bucks getting Gary Payton in 2003.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that stings.
Yeah, that does. Actually, my heart hurts. I'm dead serious.
I remember that news when that came out. It was like,
it was
what
almost,
are we doing?
It was almost at the deadline. I remember that too.
Yeah.
And you found out, like, wait, well, huh? We got Gary Payton. We traded Ray Allen in a first-round pick. Oh, George Karl.
At least he was cut, and we're not trading for Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I am never ever forgiving George Karl for that. Never will like him ever again.
By the way,
I'm dead serious.
That's 22 years
Have we learned
later.
anything? By the way, have we learned anything? Just because the Packers are rumored, there are several other teams in the mix, and I ain't doing the same. You know, I already did it. We just did 30 minutes on Cooper Kupp. He may not be in green and gold.
Yeah. He's not going to be in green and gold. This isn't happening. I mean, listen. What
are we doing?
We talked about Devontae Adams for weeks, and what happened? Nope,
happen.
Never
Does
even
Goody
contact.
even pick up the phone?
No, Goody ain't. Goody.
If they're rumored to be interested, he probably picked up.
No.
Give me the text.
But it just feels so blah to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna. No,
it ain't happening.
But that part as well, I'm with you with.
I kind of want it to happen just for the
chaos.
Yeah.
I would I'll get a Cooper Kupp jersey. I'll just be a Cooper Kupp stan. I can't wait to watch.
All you've done is call him old for the last 35 minutes.
I want proof. I want motivation. Prove me wrong. Every day I wear that Cooper Kupp jersey, I'm gonna be like, you're the hope. You're the new hope. Help me, Cooper Kupp. You're our only hope.
Bro, I hope Cooper Kupp come here and go for 1,100 yards.
The word hope.
Unbelievable.
You're not saying, man, I can't wait for him to come here and do this. Man, I hope.
I ain't stupid. Listen, I don't have an affinity and a connection to Cooper Kupp. Like, if you're talking about Donald Driver or some former Packer, then maybe I'm a little delusional. But Cooper Kupp, he's just another guy. I mean, I ain't that connected to him.
We've reached the point in the YouTube chat where we're looking for more snaps for Bo Melton. We've reached the point where I love you, JR, in the car, but you're asking me about Tyler Lockett, who falls down because he doesn't want to get concussed.
He's even worse than Cooper Kupp.
And he talk about looking old. He looks like he could be 50 with that hairline.
The hairline. At least Cooper's got hair, but it grows out like he's like living in the lumberjack area.
Yeah.
No, Tyler, it looks sad because you can just purely see the decline. It was sad.
Oh, man. Yes, Joe in the Boonies is right. I was channeling my inner Woody Harrelson, White Men Can't Jump, when I would put my hat backwards and pick up.
It's always about Ben Brust.
No, Joe in the Boonies brought it up, not me.
If Cooper Kupp sends the Packers, I'm going to buy a jersey so he can prove me wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm Woody Harrelson and White Men Can't
This is
Jump.
real rich from the in the ego rankings of ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Strofe continues to rise to number 1.
I'm going to stay out of y'all beef. I'm gonna let Brad join in. I'm just let y'all.
I'm just eating my popcorn right here. This is just entertaining.
Brad, whenever there's just a tinker,
a morsel.
Whenever there's a bread,
tinge? You looking for tinge
or a breadcrumb of controversy, Man,
gets
Brad
silent.
silent.
I push my chair back
You
a
literally
little
go
bit.
backwards.
I go, I'm going to be back here.
Brad gets very silent. No confrontation. Huh? You never.
I'm not a big confrontation guy.
I can definitely tell that
I'm a punter.
Lexi wins every argument at home.
Yeah, she wins most of them.
Brad.
No, not most of them, all of them.
Yeah, all.
You didn't grow up with any arguments in the household, did you, Brad?
Not a lot. Nope.
Yeah,
Not in that nice suburban house in Brookfield. They don't know what
are we
controversy
yelling
is. Look at it. Look at
So
it.
peaceful.
Look at this fence. It's great. But if you have a fence or no fence, Weed Man can cure your lawn. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride and hard work, and you're hearing us talk about it on this Weed Man Wednesday. Lush, green, weed-free yard is going to make that neighbor stop and stare and be like, yeah, that's mine. Weed Man can take care of you. They use golf course quality fertilizer, effective weed control, part of that winning game plan for your yard. Get a free quote by going to weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. Half off. Weedman.com. Weedman for the win. This is fun. I think we've reached the acceptance part of free agency where we're now just like having fun with whatever gets thrown our way.
Yeah, I believe the final phase, the second final phase was depression. I feel like you hit that yesterday, Kyle. Just a little bit saddened by everything.
Yeah, his tone was this, and he's like, I'm desperate. I'll take Cooper.
We've all reached acceptance.
Which is kind of bargaining.
Yeah. Maybe, have you spun the wheel back to the front? Back to bargaining?
Spun the block.
Spun the block on the grief site.
Spun the block with bargaining.
Spun the block.
I did as I was pondering.
the block.
You know, I woke up this morning. I do my usual routine in the morning where I have about 10 minutes to myself.
Hold on. Yeah,
What is your
actually,
routine?
walk us through that routine.
I'd love to know your routine.
Walk us through on the other side.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, I don't know, soliloquy? Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage?
Like a Virgil.
Vigil?
Vigil.
Virgil.
A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. Anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Go to rawhide.org/donate and help them realize a brighter future today.
Think ski season is over? Well, think again. Granite Peak's bringing you Wisconsin's longest ski season, going strong through April 6th. We're talking spring skiing at Wisconsin's largest resort with live music, fireworks, and endless snow across our incredible terrain. Make it a getaway in nearby Wausau, where comfortable lodging and family activities await. Why travel far when the best spring skiing is right here? Book your ski and stay packages today. Visit skigranitepeak.com for lift tickets and lodging packages. Granite Peak, where winter lasts longer.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Hey, ready to sweeten your game? It's time for Quick Trip's Nature's Touch Ice Cream. Ooh, making moves like the starting lineup of a championship team. Whether you're gearing up for the big game, celebrating a win, or just looking for a sweet break in the action. Chocolate, vanilla, cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, and more. Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad pick. So why wait? Flavor doesn't scoop itself. Get your hands on your winning Nature's Touch Ice Cream flavor today. Only at Quick Trip.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. Happy New Year. How's business? Do you really know? We recently worked with several clients who thought they knew, but didn't because their books were not in order. Imagine thinking you were making $1 million, but because your books are a mess, you were really only making $200,000. Quite a difference. Imagine finding out expenses were not properly recorded or sales were double recorded. If these happen to you, we can help. We work with our clients to clean up their books and give them the information they need to know where their business is now and where it is going in the future. Don't wait. Start on the path to less stress, more cash in your pocket, and no more sleepless nights. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net today to book a meeting. We can talk over Zoom, the phone, in our office, or your place of business. Yes, we like to visit our business clients. Don't wait any longer. Call 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We'll always have Sammy Watkins, Devin Funchess. A couple of throwbacks on the YouTube there. The YouTube. Jeez, I got to stop saying that. I'm so old.
You have a daughter. That's what we call it.
The Carp was talking tech.
Yeah. We old people.
You don't have a daughter?
You don't have a daughter or a
know,
kid?
I understand that. You're old.
I am. I expedited my age by having a kid.
I heard they're stressful. And a future wife. I heard that's stressful, too.
Wow.
No doubt. No doubt, Kyle. No doubt. But life keeps on spinning.
Yeah, that's what my dad told me.
Cheaper to keep her is also what he said, right?
Yes, sir. He sure did. Baby girl, no. Once it happened, we locked in. It's cheaper to keep you, baby, so it's good.
Such strong marriage advice.
I'm sure Brad might not be saying nothing, but you know that's true.
Are you gonna
Brad's
put that,
a finance guy.
Are you going to put that in your vows?
It's like a proverb right there.
I, Kyle Wallace, vow to you that we will always stay married because it's cheaper to keep you.
Yeah, I mean, another one I heard in the biz was one house, one spouse.
Yep, there it is.
One house, one spouse.
One house, one spouse.
You're getting married, Strofe? Is this the announcement? Oh, congratulations! 800-990-3776. Alex Strofe has made the big move. He's been down on the knee, and he told her.
Wow, that kid in 6 years is definitely
having a kid.
Wow.
Definitely.
Goodness gracious.
I thought we were hearing about Kyle's morning routine rather than making up lies about the producer.
You started playing Here Comes the Bride.
Yeah, because we were talking about wedding vows. I was trying to be a producer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we like turning it on you. It's more fun. Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Strofe getting married. Congratulations, running the show.
Baby in marriage, my goodness, move
all
fast.
In 6 years.
Man,
all in 6 years.
Life hits you quick.
I guess so.
Cooper Kupp. Packers are on the market. No. In all seriousness, it would be a move that would make the team better. But the way I continue to look at the Green Bay Packers is through everything that they do. Are they going from good to great? Because there are teams that are great right now, and they are good. Stevie, thank you so much for calling in to congratulate Strofe on the Carbless Talking text line.
I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. On my way to pick up the kids, tell you what, Strofe, I don't know you personally, but I get a little bit of you every day, and I have some advice for you. Take a little bit of Nortman, take a little bit of Benny, take a little bit of Kyle. You'll be a great husband and eventually a great father.
Wow, how about that?
That is beautiful. Look at that. That is a
what
smart
a surprise
man.
today.
That is a smart man. Strofe, you need to listen up. Open your ears.
What are you taking from each of us, by the way?
Yeah.
What are you going to take from each of us?
I don't know what to say. I'm not often speechless. You guys got me in a pickle right now.
There's a lot to take from. A lot to take from Brad.
You know, Brad gets sunburned and turned red when we have controversy.
Yeah,
you are. I mean,
yeah, you're blue.
Tomato.
I see veins coming out.
I mean,
Are you dying?
I don't know.
This is an easy question. There's just so much to offer. Like, I have so many great qualities.
I would
Kyle
take
said
Kyle's joy
train
for
him.
life. Kyle's joy for life. I would take. I don't know what I'd take from Benny.
His athletic ability? I don't know.
Be present. Be present in everything you
Are
do.
you present?
I literally.
The man that literally had his daughter for a weekend and got a babysitter is not present.
He averages 8 hours of screen time a day.
Yeah, that's with her. That's with her. We're bonding over screen time.
Bro, you get 3 hours a night with her when you get off of work. Stop lying.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So can we just set the
That's
record
rich.
straight? I am not engaged.
Wait, you're not? Wait, don't confuse KBN Nation now. That's messed up. Why would you make the...
Oh, my God. Congratulations,
Is this the moment?
Dro.
Is this the moment?
Would you propose to her on air like this? Or
According to Stevie, who called in and texted on the Carbless Talk and text line, Kyle is loyalty, Brad is wisdom and integrity, Benny is humility and honesty.
That's true. Actually really true.
That's so good. That's
Love you,
so
Stevie.
good. Well done, Stevie. Oh, man, my cheeks hurt from.
So are you
laughing
engaged
so
or not?
I guess we'll never know.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I always loved the line, I'm not here to prove them wrong. I'm here to prove us right.
But
I
that's
want to
from
make
a
sure...
not-petty person. A petty person would never say that.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Is that why Tom Petty was playing when you kicked that guy?
Yeah, that's Matchbox 20.
Kurt Petty.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
No shortcuts, no compromises, just the job done right. At Exterior Pros, we don't just meet expectations, we crush them. Every nail, every window, every shingle is a step toward your home's next chapter. From the moment we start until that final reveal, we're committed to making your home better than ever. Quality products and craftsmanship you can count on. Go to the pros for your next project. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Ashton Rotman with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Arrowhead boys wrestler Colin McDowell. The senior McDowell, part of Arrowhead's first team wrestling state final since 2011. Pinned in both his quarterfinal and semifinal opponent matches before getting a Tech Fall victory in the WIAA team state title match last weekend against Kaukauna. McDowell, a 25-2 record this season, piling up a 150-24 career record for Arrowhead in his career. And it won't be the last time he wrestles at UW-Madison, as he is committed to the University of Wisconsin to wrestle there upon graduation. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, senior wrestler from Arrowhead, Colin McDowell.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
Get off the bench and into the game.
Score a deal with the March Mania sales event. This month at Cunis, we have high-flying new vehicle specials at your Milwaukee Metro Region dealerships in Oak Creek and Greenfield. Get huge discounts on the Buick Envista and Envision SUVs or the rugged GMC Terrain and Sierra. Thinking pre-owned? Visit our website for a slam dunk deal on one of our 10 pre-owned super specials. Plus, our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes are nothing but net.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Embrace March Mania and score a deal this month at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisBuickGMC.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
10 minutes until legal tampering. I guess it is legal tampering.
It's not tampering.
It's just legal. It's just free.
You can sign. Right? Like, what it is.
The legal negotiation period of Monday.
Yeah. Same thing. Different day.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's clarify here. Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin on a Weedman Wednesday. Is your guy engaged or no? On the Carbos Talking text line. No, he's not. But I'm glad we could fool you.
Sure
Well, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Don't do that. If you keep doing that, I'm going to say every segment that you're engaged and ask everyone to congratulate you. So choose your words carefully.
I got a text from my girlfriend, who I love dearly.
Oh, geez.
Girlfriend, not fiance.
Girlfriend. And it said in all capital letters, "Do you have to tell me something?" And then a second text that said, "Who is she?"
Oh, wow.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
More
two of them
It's all
things,
fun and games until...
My response was, "Bleep, I barely have time for you. How would I have time for another one?"
I'm so caught up, really feeling
That's what they
it.
all say.
On the talking text line.
He's loyal. He's faithful.
Well,
He's like a
there's
puppy.
still some more advice as to what Strofe can take from all of us from KBN Nation. We heard from Stevie. Dave from Aaron chimes in. Bradford is wise and caring. Kyle is cheap, but a good soul.
Yeah.
And Benny is witty and adds hilarity.
Oh,
all vital ingredients to a healthy
Don
home.
chimes in. Brad's steadiness and intelligence.
Brad, you're just so lovable.
Ben's spontaneity and true to self. And Kyle's swag and finesse.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
KBN Nation, I'm blushing here. It's getting warm in here. I'm blushing.
Are you guys flirting with us?
My love is KBN Nation, boy.
It's like, hey, Russia, who touched my butt?
Nah, for real.
Do it again.
Yeah, I need this every day. Affirmation.
Man.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, man.
You need to be listening, taking the notes, because this is who you can be.
Yes.
Go back and listen.
Take
Write this down,
each
Strophy.
part of us, and you will become your best self. That is why the universe put you in this spot to produce the show, so you could take a piece of us and become the best
Here's the
Alex
thing.
Strofe.
I got after you a little bit earlier. I would say you're certainly not in last place of the people on this panel that I would take wedding advice from.
What?
Relationship advice.
Wait. Me? I'm last place?
Ben, you were definitely not in last place.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't take advice from me?
Brad, you were also definitely not in last place.
Thanks, Strofe.
Wait a minute. Me?
Maybe
Kyle,
I'm the problem.
You are certainly not in first or second place.
Bro, I'm telling you, I don't sugarcoat it. I am not the problem. See, Brad has a wonderful relationship, and so does Ben, but I'm telling you, I can give you some good advice.
It's a resume off.
Do you know how much my girl loves me? She listens every day and goes back to listen. Because she loves me.
I would just say your girlfriend, who is the president of the Alex Strofe fan club.
She is.
I feel bad for her a lot of the time.
No.
I mean, Kyle, do we have to run back the hate ad?
Oh, no.
Right? I mean, there's already...
While Alex Strofe pulls it up, per Rob Domofsky of ESPN, today could be the day for some Jair Alexander news. The Packers haven't released him yet because they're holding him out in hope that they can still get something in return in a trade, which at this point we would all agree is highly... Just stay with me. He'll get that up there. It happens. You have some mishaps, too.
Oh, yeah. And they call it out. The CEO of the company calls it out. And you know what he's talking about.
You ain't the CEO, though. That's the difference.
I'm the CEO of this damn show.
Yeah, clearly. They're holding out hope they can get something before they have to cut him, which in 7 minutes, I don't think they're going to have a trade come through. If they want to designate him for a post-June 1st cut for cap purposes, they have to wait until 3 p.m. today. That is in 6 minutes. So we might have some news on the ending of a relationship. As one relationship ends, another with a new beginning and a marriage with Alex Strofe and his girlfriend continues.
Beautiful.
As he just mentioned that he doesn't have Brad or I in last place of who he would take relationship with it, for advice. Without further ado, this is why Kyle Wallace, who might have a political career in 20 years, will never have a political career in 20 years.
You've heard the term man of the house, but do we really want someone like Kyle Wallace leading the charge?
Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'll run that mug.
The man of the house who's too busy saving money to actually spend it on baby girl?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Is this really who you want as a leader? Someone more concerned about his wallet than his relationships?
I'm Alex Strofe, and I approve this message.
These just the mud-slinging attack ass that we have. This is not the America we want.
I think it's the America that is just telling you the truth of who you are.
It's the America I want.
You got quiet now.
I love my baby.
Uh-oh.
No butt.
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her. Yeah.
Do you love her as Cooper Kupp as much as the Packers?
Wait a minute now. Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'll run that mug. You know what I'm saying? She sent me the text. I ain't got to say nothing but absolutely nothing.
Oh, is that what you do when she texts you? You say absolutely nothing?
It's reciprocated.
Controller.
Yeah.
No, it's reciprocated. She can control me.
Tyrant.
Tyrant.
It's shared responsibility.
Dictatorship in that household.
We all need a little bit of that, don't we?
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what. With free agency starting at 3 o'clock, Alex Strofe's going to be married. He's going to have a kid in 6 years, Brad.
Hey, sure is. Think about what happens in 6 years. Strofe's going to get engaged, married, have a kid. What a wonderful journey 6 years can be.
And he'll pay off 0% interest.
And Pella Windows and Doors, think about that. For 6 years, an unbelievable, unequaled offer from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. That you know this, KBN Nation, they never do something like this, but they have extended it now for you to take advantage of for 72 months. That's 6 years of 0% interest to pay off those beautiful windows, those beautiful, stunning doors that will change your house. You get to enjoy it for 6 years and no interest on it. So hurry. These deals won't last. Take advantage of it now with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The D word is something that's not used in the Nortman household. It's called divorce. Mm-hmm. But is there an impending divorce just bubbling up with anger at 12:65? We'll tell you in 2 minutes what Brad Nortman thinks about the word divorce as it pertains to the Green Bay Packers in 2 minutes.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing the newest carbless flavor, Mango Vodka. Flavored with the essence of the ripest, freshest mangoes, carbless mango vodka will transport your taste buds to a sunny beach getaway. New flavor, still the same carbless crafted cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and only 100 calories. Enjoy a refreshing vodka cocktail without the guilt. 4 packs of the new carbless mango vodka cocktail are available in stores near you. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and escape with every sip.
Ewald Automotive's March sales drive is going on now. Get our lowest prices on our best selection of new cars, trucks, and SUVs. We won't be undersold. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Kia, Volkswagen, Buick, and GMC. All with our low price guarantee and Ewald's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Plus, get the most for your trade now through month end at every Ewald location. Go to EwaldAuto.com. Warranty on qualified new purchased vehicles. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. Tax season is here, and what better way to reinvest in your home than with brand new energy-efficient windows? During Universal Windows Direct Tax Time Sale, you can save big now. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. Need 4? You only pay for 2. And here's something that will make your wallet even happier. Pay no interest until 2030. Schedule your free in-home estimate or visit universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Bruston Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, and Brad Nortman here with you on this Weed Man Wednesday. Across ESPN Wisconsin, 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talk and text line. And right as I opened up Twitter, as we've been having a lot of conversation about the news that the Packers are interested in Cooper Kupp, Zach Cruz, who follows the Packers, I think he summarized the chaos very well. Old, declining, hurt a lot, and doesn't fill a specific need at wide receiver. Other than that, Cooper Kupp makes a lot of sense. Tough sell for me. You'd have to get him cheap. Even then, does he move the need, or I would even say the needle at all? Who is losing snaps? So, again, I think that summarizes the first hour of Cooper Kupp. Time to move forward with the Green Bay Packers here. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And I guess if I'm Jordan Love and I'm Matt LaFleur, it just feels like every offseason, and it's different for the draft, right? The draft is different. It's a lot more for the future. You like your first-round picks to make an impact right away if possible, but it's still like a learn and grow process. So that's where I'm at right now of keep building the team for the future success, but you're going to have to take a bigger step and swing eventually because we didn't get that now unless Trey Hendrickson saves the day. I'm just not holding my breath at this point.
Please don't. I like you being alive.
Oh, thank you. Brad, you were in the NFL for 6 years. You've been a part of a team that went to the Super Bowl. You saw a team build within and add pieces to bolster it to a Super Bowl. Now, it's not the Packers. It was the Carolina Panthers. And the Packers, we can't deny, over the last 15 years, without the Super Bowl that everyone's wanted since 2010, they've given us moments and bites at the apples and NFC Championship heartbreakers. But the last 3 years since moving on from Rodgers, it's been young. It feels like there's also been times in the Rodgers era as well under LaFleur with Goody that things were wanted vocally, but it didn't happen for LaFleur and Rodgers. Now, Rodgers did, I will say, he did have a hand in team building. He did force Goody's hand on Lazard and Cobb, and that might not have been great for the overall roster. But in terms of Goody doing things out of the norm, it's got to grow a little bit of frustration year after year if you're the head coach trying to put together a game plan to win a championship and you feel a little bit limited based off what you have.
If I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm sitting and looking at this from my spot at 1265, wondering how much longer I can take of this relationship with Goody. I mean, because when you look at it, he's supposed to coach a team who he has zero influence over. Zero. He doesn't get any say in personnel. It is completely separate, Goody and Matt LaFleur. From what I can tell, which is just observing, it doesn't seem like they have a great relationship. The team that you're talking about, Ben, the Carolina Panthers back in 2015, you saw how Dave Gettleman and Ron Rivera worked together. Now, Gettleman had the final say, but they watched practice together. They talked together. They collaborated, right? That is how it goes for most of the NFL. But Matt LaFleur has zero say in this, and it happened when he was coaching the team with Aaron Rodgers. There were needs to make that team go from being a great team to a true Super Bowl team, and Goody did not fill those spots. And now with Jordan Love, he's trying to get this team to be not just a young playoff team, but a true Super Bowl team. And when you you choose to be out on a guy like Davante Adams, the coach and the quarterback speak up, needing a wide receiver one. It doesn't happen. You talk about needing to get pressure. You don't do anything to get edge pressure. It falls on deaf ears. And if it was me, in a professional relationship, I would say, I don't know how much longer I can do this, because it's not like Matt LaFleur. We're hard on him, which we should be, but he's not chopped liver, guys. He is 4th in the NFL since he started being a head coach in 2019. He is 13th all-time. 13th all-time winning percentage. Right before him is Paul Brown. Right after him, Tony Dungy. Those are Hall of Famers. And only 2 guys, Nick Sirianni and Jim Harbaugh, have better records for their career. So Matt LaFleur is a guy with options if he wants to have options. Because I look around the NFL, Sean McVay. Well, Sean McVay has a hand in who the personnel is. He's recruiting Davante Adams from Europe. Kevin O'Connell, there was a report that Kevin O'Connell is the biggest voice in the Vikings organization as to who's on the team collaborating with their GM. And Ben Johnson, look what the Bears are doing. They're basically remaking the Detroit Lions in Ben Johnson's image and how he wants the team. So you look at all these coaches around the league, they have say, they have the ability to shape the team, and Matt LaFleur sitting back, just receiving whatever Goody gives him. If I was Matt LaFleur, my patience level would be at a minimum, and I would say to myself, how much longer can I take this? Because he would be a marketable head coach, and he'd have the pick of the litter. So if I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm wondering, how much longer can I have no say? How much longer can I just receive a B after B after B roster from Goody and wonder how much longer I'm going to do this in Green Bay?
Yeah, the biggest thing that we have to understand is that you're right, Brad. It may wear on Matt LaFleur having
He's
to
only
deal with
human.
It is.
It's been 6 years.
And the thing is this, is I don't mind Goody being the final decision maker, right? But at a certain point, in order for this team to truly take the next step, I do believe that collaboration is the way to go. Because collaboration, what that does is it creates healthy relationships, right? It strengthens teamwork. It makes you feel like you guys are problem solving and coming together to come to a decision. And so once you have that buy-in from everybody, from the head coach on the player, and from the head coach to the player and the GM to the head coach, then this team seems like it's moving together. But we're getting to the point where I just feel like Matt LaFleur says we need a little extra something. And you even saw Josh Jacobs coming out. He probably, he's new. But Josh Jacobs was able to identify that this team has some really good young wide receivers, but they're missing a number one. Jordan Love didn't come out and say it, but he says, hey, we got to start getting separation. He expressed his frustration. And we know Matt LaFleur ain't stupid. He's a smart football mind. He knows what his receivers lack. And so until Goody actually uses Matt LaFleur in the mastermind that he is offensively and understand that he can actually be helpful when coming to pick what players to be on his team, the Green Bay Packers might always find themselves just a little bit short of winning a Super Bowl. You have to collaborate at some point. You have to change, the way you go about things in order to win the championship. And we're finding that Goody has been resistant to doing that change.
Not all players are great identifiers of talent, but they may be good at identifying need for the team. And I think when you saw Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love out at the Super Bowl going and talking to the media, they outwardly identified and talked about, a specific position group. And if you don't think Matt LaFleur is looking around and saying, hey, it would be nice to have, a guy who is more reliable than I have right now in the wide receiver room? He definitely is thinking that.
Look across the NFC North, man. He sees it every time. 6 games. 6 games he plays against them.
And this was Goody at the Combine. And whether he might be right about taking this from the players, but I think his overall message about how he goes about his business is amplified in this quote.
Yeah, really what our players say in the media doesn't really affect our the way we're going to go about things. I have a lot of private conversations with our players, and that's very important to me. How they feel towards our locker room and our team is important to me, but what happened, it doesn't really move the needle for me.
Doesn't move the needle for him. So if you say that the players and Matt LaFleur doesn't report to Goody, I guarantee Matt LaFleur doesn't move the needle for Goody, because the way it's positioned right now is Matt LaFleur doesn't report to the general manager. And I'd probably say all other 31 organizations have that system, unless it's like just the owner making all the decisions like a Jerry Jones, which obviously hasn't worked out for the Cowboys. But it seems like the most well-run organizations have symmetry and collective belief that you're heading towards the same goal. And with Goody reporting to Murphy and LaFleur reporting to Murphy. They don't work together. It's clear. We know that. This isn't like a secret. And I think there's got to be a built-up frustration, because if I was Matt LaFleur, I would have built-up frustration. I think anybody in his position would have some sort of resentment of not having any voice and just like, all right, here's your cards, go play.
Imagine being told to run something, to manage something, to play on a basketball team, Ben, where you don't get to pick the 4 guys that you're playing with. You just get told, there are your 4 guys, and the other guy gets to handpick his team, right? You'd be extremely frustrated because you're like, dude, like, I want to get that guy because I understand that guy actually fits what we're trying to do. And it becomes frustrating, right? Because you're like, dude, like we're almost there. Just listen to me. That's what I want. And that frustration is going to build up if Goody does not open up his ability to just listen to Matt LaFleur. And again, I think Matt LaFleur has some influence. I don't feel like he has enough influence.
Well, there's already a tension in the organization between the personnel department and the coaching staff, right? Even in healthy environments, even in Carolina, there were times where the GM wants something and the head coach wants something, and it's not congruent. And in that point, there's like a natural tension between who gets the praise and who gets the blame, right? And it doesn't really come to the surface until the team starts to struggle, right? That's when it's like, well, whose fault is it? Is it players? Is it coaching? That's when, a civil war of sorts occurs between, well, who is it? And the coaches always feel like we don't get enough from the personnel, from our guys. And the personnel guys feel like the coaches just need to coach them up better. We believe in the talent themselves. So there's already...
just right away, I'd say I'm Team LaFleur. I'm Team LaFleur. It's like, it's fair the last 2 years to not ask, and you got to give Goody credit where credit is due, but the fact that there's one...
You nailed the quarterback.
There is one player on the roster from the 2021 draft class. This is when they should be in the prime for the Green Bay Packers. There is, I repeat, one player from the 2021 draft class on this roster.
And he was a 7th round pick.
Matt LaFleur is probably like,
Duffy.
This ain't good enough. And there are spots that Goody, look, Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs, those are pieces to work with. But there are many spots on a football field where you need to have quality players that can help impact the team at a high level. And if he doesn't have that, he can continue to roll off wins in the regular season. But when it elevates level by level in the playoffs, you need more horses. There's not enough horses in the stable. If one goes down right now, we saw it with the offensive line. Yes, they got the offensive line better by signing Mr. Banks, Aaron Banks. But unfortunately, there's more places that they need to be adding spots so that it's not if this person goes down, we're in trouble.
See, what I think is telling, and why I also will pick Matt LaFleur, is that it's not just about you're drafting guys and then they're not going on to be successful for you. You're drafting guys that are going on not to have really successful NFL careers, because maybe it's not a good match. Maybe you draft a guy in the 7th round, you end up cutting him, and he goes on to shine somewhere else. When you look up and down these draft classes from Goody, you don't see a lot of guys that the Green Bay Packers drafted and either went on to get a big contract somewhere else and are thriving somewhere else, or you cut them because you didn't give them enough time and then they went on to grow and thrive somewhere else. Most of these guys are either not in the NFL or aren't big contributors, right? You can find a handful of guys that are going on somewhere else that got signed after they left the Green Bay Packers that are contributing, but there's not one big-time player that they missed out on, like, oh, man, we missed out on him. Darnell Savage, the first-round draft pick in 2019, I didn't hear about him tearing it up down in Jacksonville last year.
Yeah, he was in Jacksonville.
I didn't hear about. I'm sure John Runyon Jr. was perfectly fine, but I don't know.
Well, and
he stunk.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, and so that's the big problem, is that not only are these
the best
guys
thing about him is he can't get fined because his dad's the one giving the fines out in the NFL.
But the thing is this: is that if they're not successful at you, okay, maybe that's coaching. But when they go other places and they still don't find success, no, that's player evaluation. And Goody struggled in player evaluation from the very first moment that he became GM in 2018.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for nailing, and I mean nailing, the quarterback situation with Aaron Rodgers out, Jordan Love in, you look at this team and say they're very mid.
So
very mid.
He did nail it from grabbing a franchise quarterback.
Which means a lot.
But the text that is resonating with me most in the Car Was Talking text line from yesterday is, does the Packers draft and develop, does the Goody way work if you don't have a franchise quarterback? A Hall of Fame quarterback. Because a franchise quarterback versus a Hall of Fame quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback makes up for so many these holes that we're talking about right now, because you need Jordan Love to play at such a high level to make sure that people aren't worried about if a wide receiver goes down, or if the defensive line's not be able to get, or if the defense can't get off the field on specific spots in 3rd down or 4th down. It's just like you can cover up more of those ills with the Hall of Fame quarterback, and it's rare to have back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and maybe we're going to see what Jordan Love is made of in 2025. I mean, we are.
Those guys had legitimate wide receiver threats. They had a better team around them to start early than what Jordan Love had. Jordan Love's team was depleted and decimated, the youngest team in the NFL. Brett Favre didn't walk into that, neither did Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt they had a better team to start their career than Jordan Love did. And if you're a franchise quarterback, having a B roster, that's not enough. And that's talking about a franchise quarterback. That's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. It takes a Hall of Fame quarterback to take a B roster and even bring them to the Super Bowl. That's a lot to ask.
Wait a minute, what is this about?
Probably just a Jair update.
That's exactly what it is, and the update is, well, there is no update. According to Rob Domofsky, as of the start of the league year, about 15 minutes ago, there's no movement with Jair Alexander. They have not asked him to restructure his deal, not that he would anyway, so the wait continues.
There it is. The wait continues, but don't wait on going to your local grocer, right, Brad?
That's right. I mean, these new flavors, they're going to fly off the shelf with carbless because they have introducing in 2025 the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack and the Mango Vodka Cocktail, which comes in a 4-pack. Now, you guys know carbless, right? We know that carbless is a guilt-free experience. No sugar, no carbs, no gluten, low carbonation, high flavor. And that makes for a guilt-free experience, and it's made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. So you love that about them. Everything of that is true with all these new flavors, and they double down on how good it is. We know the fruit flavors, we know the tequila margarita cocktails, and we know the classic cocktails, but introducing the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit. Carbless is changing the game again. I mean, it really feels like you are whisked away to a tropical paradise where each and every sip is just refreshing. It's enjoyable, and you're going to love it. I'm telling you, especially the blood orange. Man, that was my favorite out of the 4-pack, and it's so unbelievably good. The mango vodka cocktail in the 4-pack. Man, it feels like you pluck a mango, you put it in a cocktail, you add some vodka, and you sip it. It is that good. It's that authentic. It's no surprise because Carbless once again reinvents the game when it comes to guilt-free, high-end flavor, and just an experience that I look forward to every single night. On this Wednesday, I'm going to go to the Norman Estate and have me a Carbless. Why don't you join me tonight and experience why less is more with Carbless.
News, but not shocking, but kind of shocking, but not shocking. Vikings decision makers are still evaluating their options at quarterback, including the possibility of signing Aaron Rodgers. The 4-time MVP is intrigued by the idea of playing for Minnesota. For now, it's a waiting game, sources tell Diana Rossini and Mike Silver.
Copycat.
Lincoln Kennedy.
Lincoln Kennedy, here we come. Will it be conspiracy? Will it be a bad food take? Will it be a saving, I don't know, what have you tried to save in sports? You try to have a field goal kickoff at the end of overtime. You do stupid stuff, sometimes good stuff. It's Hear Brad Out coming up next on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like he's just, I'm Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Westbound 94, we've got some delays basically from 25th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard. Northbound 43's got a pocket of heavy traffic just north of Burleigh all the way up to Keefe. Southbound 41 slowing down just south of Silver Spring down past Hampton Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Granite Peak in Wausau. Visit skigranitepeak.com for lift tickets and lodging packages. Granite Peak, where winter lasts longer. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 32. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 50 at the lake, 59 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Jair Alexander is on the trading block.
What the heck are they going to get in a trade?
There are so many aspects to this. What he might think, what the team might think. What are the financial things? What are the money deals? So many parts to this.
Stay up to date with all green and gold transactions here.
Can anybody know how serious the injuries still are or not?
The Homer Hour, weekdays from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
Being a Pella consultant means helping people build their dreams.
Customers really appreciate just how prepared we are. All the samples, the videos, pictures.
We are with you from start to finish. You literally have a friend from beginning to end and beyond with your project.
Our Pella team simplifies the process, taking time to listen and find the right solution for you. And right now, get windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 3/31/2025.
Fingers come in different sizes.
It's one of the first things you learn as a jeweler.
And a ring can only be sized up or down a little bit.
Which means it's a really good thing to know your ring size.
And it's an even better thing to know their ring size.
This is why we're announcing
the Ring Size Registry at Kessler's.
We're doing it as a public service. It's completely free.
Free. Isn't that a great price?
Here's how it works.
Just drop into any Kessler's Diamonds location and tell one of the owners that you'd like to know your ring size.
Kessler's is an employee-owned company, so whoever greets you at the door is an owner.
They'll determine your ring sizes and add them to our Ring Size Registry.
Then, when someone wants to know your ring size...
Because, maybe they want to surprise you.
All they have to do is call or stop into Kessler's.
Surprises can be fun, don't you think?
We're happy to do this for you, even if you don't buy a ring from us.
But after you take a look around, we think you probably will. Visit KesslersDiamonds.com for a location near you and register your ring sizes today.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at TPC Sawgrass, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through March 31st. Your winter chance to play TPC Sawgrass awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. It's Weed Man Wednesday. Weed Man for the win.
Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love and never.
Some say it's the best time of the day on a Wednesday. Some say, holy cow, why do we still give them a platform to do this? You be the judge on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, 800-990-3776, the Carbless talk and text line. Liz is more. See our Weedman Wednesday outfits on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison as a Weedman Wednesday here. Brad was offered a job by Weedman after his great sales pitch to start the show as why you should do Weedman for half off at weedman.com.
I'm thinking about joining, guys.
Let's hear Brad out.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
All right, guys. Lexi and I, we have been waiting for a TV show for the longest time. We found one.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
And guess what? It started and finished before I could even appreciate it. We binged it way too hard, way too fast. We watched episode 1 all the way through to episode 8, and I looked around and said, wait a minute.
It's over.
Even me who's self-disciplined, I don't even want this. It's time for the streaming networks to be disrupted a little bit. Here's what I recommend. Or not what I recommend, what I say.
Yeah, what do you say?
Streaming networks.
Listen up, Bezos.
For like thriller type TV shows. you can only watch one episode, and then there's a 24-hour freeze before you can watch the next episode. If it's a comedy, you can watch 2 episodes, and then the...
Let him shut up and let him finish.
Well, what is this?
No,
This is
hold on.
America. This is freedom of expression, freedom of everything.
To hell it
This is for your
is.
best interest.
Yeah.
This is for your best interest. I'm going to explain why.
And this already happens, by the way. This is why I'm annoyed.
Where does it happen?
Wait, let him finish because I don't know about this.
Go ahead, listen.
It doesn't already happen. Not the way I do it.
Because
You can watch 2 comedy shows before then that freeze starts, and then you can keep on watching. Here's why, guys. When you're in a show,
Those are the only 2 categories?
well, yeah. What else? What's another category?
Drama, romance.
Well, yeah,
so I can only watch 2 episodes of The Office, and they say nope.
If it's 40,
too much for you.
If it's 40
I
minutes,
love watching 4 hours.
Ben,
and
it's
it
here,
says,
Brad out.
Are
Thank
you
very
still
much.
watching? Yeah, I'm still watching.
It's here, Brad out. Thank you very much. If it's 40 minutes or longer, you get 1. If it's less than 40 minutes, you get 2. Here's why. Part of the joy, maybe the main joy of watching a TV show is the suspense. Do you guys remember when we were growing up and the show would air on TV every Thursday night, every Monday night? Man, the wait in between. And then you wake up that morning and you say, oh my gosh, my show is on today. That is maybe the best day.
I do it every
of the
Sunday
week.
night and Monday, 90 Day Fiancé.
It was a thrill, and nothing quite replaces it. But this is 2025.
Watch The Bachelor, Brad.
But this is 2025, and we want things a little faster paced. The perfect median is being able to watch it 1 day at a time. Think about how great that stretch would be. We just watched an 8-episode show. It would be the best 8 days of my
I
life.
ain't paying
so
$12.99 a month to wait a week to watch my show.
This is here, Brad.
I'm
Even
not
Stokton chimed
done.
in and interrupted him. It's
That's
crazy.
how you know it's bad.
Half
You
of
got
the
a
joy.
sad life if those are the best 8 days of your life, bro.
I mean, there's other reasons, but darn it, that helps contribute to it. The suspense for each show would be maximized. Your time, quote, being in a show. You know when we're all like addicted to a show? Man, that is like your mind can't stop thinking about it. You get to maximize that time on it. How about solving this problem, guys? Lexi went ahead.
You're not solving the world problem.
hold on.
My
I'm not done.
goodness.
Ben,
I'm trying to
shut his mic
comprehend.
off.
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
his mic
shut
off.
it off.
Shut it
Yeah,
off.
there you go,
Shut it
Brad.
off. I can't even get my rhythm going with this.
Get him.
How about solving this problem? Don't you know that Lexi watched a couple episodes without me? She was able to get ahead. You couldn't do that
Hate
anymore.
that.
You couldn't do that anymore.
Wow.
You could only watch 1 per day, and don't you know we're going to watch it together? Guys, this makes too much sense. It makes way too much sense. You get to watch it quicker than we did when we were kids, but you get to, have to wait to allow that suspense to keep going. You get to watch 1 show.
Come on, now get it out.
Every 24 hours, if it's 40 minutes or longer, 2 comedy shows. I'm telling you, this is the way that TV shows were meant to be watched. If not, it'd be a movie. It'd be a movie. So to sit down and binge 4 episodes, nobody wants that. It's bad for your sleep. You don't be able to stretch it out enough. This isn't a movie, folks. This is a TV show. 1 per day, and it maximizes all the right things about TV shows and that experience.
Preach!
Thank you, Kyle Wallace.
I like this. You know why I like this?
He wants to bring back cable.
No.
Yep. 1 day, 24 hours.
I like this because of the fact that, you know what? Sometimes you do find yourself binging too much, and all of a sudden you look up, you're like, oh no, it's the last episode. But you know what's? There's nothing better than sitting down next to the person that you love or a family, and you sit there and you watch this long episode, and then you know what you got to do the next day? You get to come together as a family
You say,
and
I
watch it
can't
together.
wait to watch it with you, babe.
It's something that you're doing together. See, what Brad is trying to do is he's trying to get people more days together, right?
Yes,
to be able
Kyle.
to play.
Preach.
See, Strofe, you playing that what do you call it? Date night Thursday?
Date night Thursday.
But you don't never do a damn date on date night Thursday, right? But see,
Lash out.
if you actually had that TV show that you really wanted to do, date night Thursday, it'd be on the couch because you watch the show on Wednesday, but you can't watch it again until Thursday. And you know what y'all both doing? Bumps everything else. Baby, come here, get under my arm, and let's watch this show together. Bradley, you own to something, brother. You own to something.
There we go.
What show was it that you've been binging?
It was called Paradise on Hulu. Outstanding. I recommend it.
I'm Team Brad. We do this all the time. 2 episode max for all thrillers. My rule makes for a much more fun experience.
That Jesse Nelson?
Brilliant. Whoever that is.
Jesse Nelson.
Perfect. Jesse's got some sense to him. He
John
does.
in Milwaukee on the Carb List talking text line. I'm so sorry to Brad's unborn child and the rules you'll be growing up in. I I am truly sorry. Marcus chimes in. Brad's terrible. Hear Brad out streak continues.
Oh.
Brad, what have you just said? Quote Billy Madison here is one of the most sanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were even close to anything that considered a rational thought. Everyone listening is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and God have mercy on your soul.
You only read the bad ones, Brad.
No. Ryan McGuanago, new segment name here, Bad Out. Apple TV and Max already do this.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Max doesn't do it.
Well, they release it every week.
Oh, Max,
like a traditional cable company.
you gotta wait.
Next thing you know, Brad's only going to let me watch one college basketball game a night.
Yeah, it's for your best interest. It's for you. I'm doing this for you,
Stop
Ben.
binging.
I'm doing this for you, Strofe. Kyle already gets it.
Brad, who is seemingly incapable of self-restraint.
I'm a self-disciplined guy, and I find myself binging. I can't stretch out the joy enough.
Sometimes you need to be controlled.
I'm ready to say this is the worst one.
Was the worst? This is the worst one.
I was so confident in this one.
This is top 3 bad ones. The other two are
Universal Menu.
Universal Menu.
That was
Universal
bad.
Handshake.
Yeah.
No, those are both great. What are you talking about? This one I can understand.
Slow down. I know you're children. You're getting defensive.
This one's actually, they are my children. I have like 80 children at this point. This one makes a ton of sense. If the year bred out to my children. This one is brilliant. I don't understand.
What do you
what
mean
the
it's
argument
brilliant? They
against
started doing this in 1970.
No, this is good. Right? No, they didn't know this is
different.
We've heard you two out. Can we talk?
Y'all not listening.
Try.
You guys
can try.
You jump down his throat as soon as he opened his mouth. You didn't let him give
KBN
his
Nation
rationale.
jumped down his.
You didn't even let me give it.
Brad's only supporter is Jesse Nelson. Time to do some self-reflecting. When the hall monitor agrees with you, you know you're wrong.
No, Jesse gets it. He gets it.
No, the
he
nerd.
understands the
This is
finer
called
things
the
in life.
Nerds Unite.
How?
Wow, that's disrespectful.
You have put yourself with the nerds.
Tell me what's bad about it.
What's bad about it is I don't need to be told how to live my life as a 33-year-old man.
Yes,
But
you
it's
do.
maximizing your TV
You
show
don't need to tell me how to live and maximize my show experience.
I think I do.
get a thrill out of binging 8 shows in one day.
I bet you do.
Let me live.
That's sick.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
They don't even appreciate it.
He gets a babysitter. That's what he does.
Brad,
babysitter, come here. I need a
Brad, let's
show.
just be honest. Just me and you for a minute. Just me and you. Did you forget you had this segment today?
Oh, shut up.
No,
This is
I was thinking about this as we were watching the show over the last couple of days. Paradise on Hulu, excellent show. You all should watch it. But I was like, I don't want it to be over. We watched it too quickly. And even Lexi
Jesse chimes in. This is important. I'll be damned if they make me wait a week on a streaming service or a day. Give me it all at once. I impose my own pauses. Jesse Nelson's a bigger, more self-restraint man than you. That is the lowest point of your life.
I'm a self-disciplined guy, and even I can't self-discipline myself. There's no way Ben or Strofe can self-discipline themselves.
I don't want to self-discipline myself. It's a TV show.
That's why I need you to do it.
I'm not breaking the law.
He's trying to make you and your fiance and future wife have more days that you have a reason to come together.
She falls asleep during one episode anyway.
This is like having a speed limit. It's for your best interest.
Well, no, she falls asleep.
Yeah, because everyone follows the speed limit. Everyone goes 35 on a 35.
Your speed limit is one show a day.
It should be.
That's your
you know
speed limit.
And you also, she falls asleep, and guess what? That means it's bedtime. Instead of you going and watching another show, she falls asleep in your arm.
Yeah,
you pick her up and take her to bed, and y'all go to bed.
We breezed past one point of this.
Nobody.
You're lucky she's pregnant, because I was going to say that's divorceable material.
What is?
If you're watching a show together, she can't look ahead.
Yeah, she don't care about
that's
you.
That's breakupable stuff.
It's all right. She needs her outlets.
Jaron Sun Prairie. In this, I agree more. Feeding the addiction or obsession is the fun part about television viewing, Brad.
Oh, you're doing it all wrong, Phil. I'm doing it wrong myself, and I'm admitting I'm doing it wrong. I want
just
there to be a
impose
fix.
yourself with a ban and move on. This is stupid. You are hurting people from living their lives. You are not a dictator.
Brad,
you sound like Kyle.
No, Brad, listen. You sound. Thank you. You sound wonderful.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'm 100%.
Where's my show sheet? Did I throw it away on accident out of anger?
This is great. Don't listen to these bozos. They don't know what they're talking about.
Kyle, you get it.
Yeah, I do.
You got a head on your shoulder.
A good one too.
That's right.
Maybe while it's not like Palermo was like, hey, buy one, don't get one for free. They're like, buy one and go get another one for free.
But they don't do it every week. They gotta stretch it out a little bit, make you want it a little bit more, right? I waited 3 weeks for it. Now it's back, right?
March 12th through the 18th at your local Pick and Save and Metro markets. You can get Scream Sicilian. Stop by and get the Thin and Crispy or the original Screamin' Sicilian. I am so mad right now. It is an incredible buy one, get one of all your Screamin' Sicilian favorites. Hurry while the offer lasts. March 12th through the 18th. Local Pick and Save and Metro Market stores. Taste what all the screaming is about. I officially have moved Strofe up in the power rankings of people I respect most to second on this show.
Oh, wow.
Kyle and Brad are tied for fourth. I respect myself the most since I make everything about me, Strofe. I knew you'd like that. We're back next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys! His name is Coach Bud!
If he replicates
Coach Booty!
what Coach Bud
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Northbound 43 slowing down right around the North Avenue curve all the way up to Keefe. Southbound a little bit tight right past Keefe. And then again right through the Marquette over the high-rise bridge. Westbound 94, watch for backups out of the Marquette all the way to about Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly clear, a low of 32. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 50 at the lake, 59 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. The tax time sale is going on now, and they'll make your wallet even happier by paying no interest until 2030. Schedule your free in-home estimate today.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
When it comes to finding great deals on suits, timing's everything. And now's the time, because Macy's semi-annual suit sale is here. Save 40 to 60% on new suits and blazers from Calvin Klein and Michael Kors, with performance suits starting at $99.99. And if you need advice on the perfect fit, Macy's free personal stylists are here at the store and ready to help. If you need a new suit, there's no time like the present, because the Macy's suit sale won't be back until the fall. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Ewald Automotive's March sales drive is going on now. Get our lowest prices on our best selection of new cars, trucks, and SUVs. We won't be undersold. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Kia, Volkswagen, Buick, and GMC. All with our low price guarantee and Ewald's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Plus, get the most for your trade now through month end at every Ewald location.
Go to EwaldAuto.com.
Warranty on qualified new purchased vehicles. See dealer for details.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
It's a Weed Man Wednesday on Kyle Bruston Northman on ESPN Wisconsin. Weed Man for the win.
Brad Nortman wants to limit the way that you watch television.
That's right.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Carbless talking text line. I'm still distraught. I legitimately was so mad at that take. I crumpled up my show sheet and threw it in the garbage. That's how bad your take was. It was garbage. And it keeps coming in. Tyler in Sun Prairie. I never, ever, 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 ever agree with Ben. But dang, have Brad and Kyle gone bleeping crazy.
You guys,
y'all don't get it.
This is crazy. Yeah, you
don't get it.
You all want too much control over your lives.
This is so bad. The next thing we know, Brad is going to be telling people what kind of health care they need. Brad
he probably will be good at that too.
Brad Jung-un.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
There we go.
Brad would be a great dictator.
Why are you
Yeah, I agree.
Did you just sign off on that nickname?
You're signing off on that nickname.
I'm leaning into the I know what's best for you all. Just listen.
Bradley Stalin.
Implement it.
Vladimir Putin.
Okay, now we're getting a little
I like it. I'm telling Brad telling me listen,
that's enough TV shows for one day, citizens.
Hey, think about it. What does he do every single day? He leans on you. Hey, Brad, do you have a charger?
He
does.
does.
Hey, Brad, I need that phone
I'm
charger.
the power source.
Hey, Brad, I'm a little hungry. Can I get some one of them them protein bars? Listen, we already go to Brad for everything we need.
That's true.
He's good. I trust
Mama Brad.
Yeah,
not Papa Brad. Mama Brad.
Mama Brad, Papa Brad. I don't care. But if Brad told me, hey, Kyle, you're getting a little flabby, maybe you need to eat this, I would say, baby girl, maybe we need to consider buying this. Because Brad, when I bought the healthy bars I had, I said, Brad, can you just read this for me? It's good.
Because you know that I'm going to point you in the right direction.
Thank you.
Jake chimes in. Ben might be the smartest person in the room right now, and that's saying a lot.
I stand by it.
Recap for
KBN
Cody
Nation.
since he missed it. If you missed it, KBN Nation, Brad wants to limit TV viewing, that if you are streaming a show, you can only watch 2 comedy shows for 2 20-minute shows. Then you're locked out for 24 hours before you can watch the next.
Yeah, that's right. And if it's a thriller, then you'll get 1 episode a day. 24-hour freeze on that show, and that means you get all 24 hours
freeze
to look forward to.
They're freezing our bank accounts.
Think about the suspense.
It's like the IRS.
The enjoyment. You get to wait all day, and you can't wait for that moment to get nestled in with your girl.
You know what?
And watch the show.
Brad, you know what it is? KBN Nation, obviously, y'all don't love your family. This is what Brad's trying to do. Brad's trying to get you to be with your family every day, not just one day and binge watch with a family. Ben's talking about, she falls asleep. See, that's okay. And then you get to do it all again tomorrow. No, Ben says, I'm going to watch the rest without her. That's not what we want. We want a better America that is coming together as a family every day.
And this isn't 7 days.
This seems to be dividing us more than we already are.
It's a 24-hour period. We could all do 24 hours.
What about Brad? Since we're on the topic of you and you have this horrible idea, what else have you done in your life that's probably outwardly outrageous? Probably you being cheap in some way.
Yeah, and this hit me hard this morning, boys. So I bought a laptop in 2017.
8 years?
And in early 2020, I had it. I was working on my laptop, and the power cord we were just talking about, it was resting just on the keyboard. I didn't know it, and I slammed it shut. And then a 1/4 vertical panel of my laptop has been black.
Oh, that's bad.
And it's been black.
You can't do anything
since
with that.
Early 2020, and I've been using it.
There's no way.
Yes.
Come on,
I
Brad.
moved all my files to the left side. Whenever I do a Zoom call.
Are you aware how cheap it is to fix that?
I looked into it. It's $400 to fix it and 2 weeks.
No.
I was like, I don't got 2 weeks.
Go to a different person. It's like $100.
I went to like 3. And they're like, no, this is a model.
Well, yeah, he
It takes
probably
a little
hasn't bought a
more.
computer since 1996 because he's so damn cheap.
It's
probably the first Mac that ever came out.
So for over 5 years, literally this whole right panel for 1/4 of the screen was just black. And I moved all my files to the left-hand side.
Come on! I hate you today.
When I had a Zoom call, I moved it to the left-hand side. I moved all of the trash bins, all the left-hand side. The right side, I was like, I just have a smaller screen. That's just what the equivalent is. But this morning, I opened it up. The whole screen is fried.
You have over $5 million.
And you keep it by thinking like that.
You know, Brad,
this is the best take, by the way, in terms of Brad being Big Brother and not letting us watch TV shows at the rate we want to. Jake chimes in. Could you imagine having a terrible day at work, looking forward to coming home and watching your favorite show on your streaming service, and they troll you by limiting your comedy fix?
But that cliffhanger until the next day would sustain you.
No.
Well, comedy, you get to watch 2 shows. That's enough.
Oh, I'm locked out. I can't watch my favorite show.
No. His name was Jake.
Yeah.
Jake in Milwaukee.
Jake in Milwaukee, listen, man, I love you, but you need to get some more hobbies. That's all that says. Maybe spend some time having a conversation. You get that
You don't
hour.
have hobbies, so you can't tell someone else to have hobbies.
Listen, every day I get home, I eat, and I have an opportunity to talk to baby girl and watch TV with her. And if I just had to talk to her, that's fine.
This is the man who has trash bags over his windows because he won't put blinds on them. I love KBN Nation. Please keep holding him accountable. Dimitri in Milwaukee, you're up on the Carbless Talking text line.
Okay, Brad. What about the guys or people, that go on to watch a movie? Do you kick them off of one movie?
No.
Or do I get to go watch a show after?
A movie? You can watch a movie. You watch a movie.
You get one movie, Dimitri. That's it. One movie.
I will say,
you can watch multiple shows and multiple movies. He just said that specific show.
Yeah, because it's a cliffhanger purposely, and you got to let that marinate for a little bit. You can't just go right into the next one.
Ezra in Port Washington on the Carbless Talking text line. Brad, do you record football games and watch them 1 quarter at a time over 4 days?
But those are meant to be consumed in one sitting. A TV show is not meant to be consumed in one sitting.
You are not the judge, jury, and executioner.
That's how they write them.
Vladimir Putin, Big Brother Brad.
You are misusing TV
Brad
shows.
Jun-un.
You are misusing TV shows. You are indulging them how they're not supposed to be indulged. I instead will make you indulge them.
You know who you are? You're acting like Goody.
Oh, hey, take that back.
No, you're acting like Goody. Hey, these are the rules, Matt LaFleur. This is what you're going to get, and this is what you got to deal with. Oh, you want this piece? Too bad. You don't get to watch this TV show some more because I'm not going to give it to you.
Well, maybe Goody's onto something then. Yeah, he knows what to do. I know what you need. I'll provide it for you, and I don't want any talk back. Maybe he's onto something.
I don't want any talk back.
Yeah, that's the Brad I like. Give him no lip. Like that.
I still think it's a brilliant idea.
Brad.
I really don't. I think, for the record, I think universal menu and universal handshake also brilliant.
Brad, just stop while you're ahead. You were ahead in my book with this one. The universal menu was trash. It was kind of offensive.
Yeah, it was kind of offensive.
Chinese place, you need to have a burger.
You need to have chicken fingers.
It'll attract.
Hey, Mexican food. We don't like you. You need to have some chicken wings.
Yeah. Hey, Italian restaurant. Where's my fried rice?
If anything, I'm including more people that maybe don't want to eat that food, but someone else does. It's more about inclusion.
Go to the phone lines here, 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. Kevin and Madison, you're up.
So, Brad, you're saying in March Madness, you're only allowed to watch one game and not like
streaming
binge watch other.
Kevin can't watch all the games. He can't have all the games on TV.
Brad,
that's too much for him.
Brad, what they're doing is your idea is so good. They're trying to bring in other scenarios and situations because they can't get you at the one that you're talking about streaming services. That's where they're trying to get you sports.
I said nothing about NFL Sundays, March Madness.
Brad records a football game and watches the commercial still.
I mean, sometimes a commercial can get me to giggle.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, are you?
When it comes to a TV
are you with
show,
the CIA?
Give yourself let yourself.
Who do you work for?
Let yourself steep in the TV show for a little bit. Don't just binge it. Enjoy it.
You can only keep one, Goody or LaFleur. That's next. Brad sucks.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's
Quotes.
pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Well,
that's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah, you're very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
Get off the bench and into the game.
Score a deal with the March Mania sales event. This month at Cunis, we have high-flying new vehicle specials at your Milwaukee Metro Region dealerships in Oak Creek and Greenfield. Get huge discounts on the Buick Envista and Envision SUVs or the rugged GMC Terrain and Sierra. Thinking pre-owned? Visit our website for a slam dunk deal on one of our 10 pre-owned super specials. Plus, our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes are nothing but net.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty, included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Embrace March Mania and score a deal this month at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisBuickGMC.com.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's. American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you dreaming about summer in your backyard yet? Picture it. Beautiful plants, freshly mowed lawn, crisply edged flower beds, and your grilling dinner out on an incredible back patio. Landworks Wisconsin is ready to plan your green space. Locally owned and operated, Landworks prides themselves on exceptional customer service and a personal approach to all your landscaping needs. Their team of experts will work closely with you, making your property shine all year. Experience the Landworks difference. Visit landworkswisconsin.com. That's landworkswisconsin.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey guys, it's Jen. If you're looking for the experts in home additions, remodeling, and construction projects, then look no further than my friends Mike and Michelle at PCI in Waukesha. Professional Construction Inc.'s priorities are family, relationships, investing in their community, and doing exceptional work on all of your construction needs. So if you're looking around your place and wondering, how could I update this space? Contact my friends Mike and Michelle at PCI. If you want more information, you can visit their website, professionalconstructioninc.com. That's professionalconstructioninc.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. It's a Weed Man Wednesday on Kyle Brust and Northman on ESPN Wisconsin. Weed Man for the win.
You know it's not the same as it was in this world.
Should Brad Nortman be tried for treason in this country after trying to stop all of you from enjoying what you enjoy in life? Streaming services. Alex Strofe, update at the KBN Sports Desk. Please get me to sports.
It's not sports.
Ugh.
Ben Brust, what's treason?
That is when you turn on your country and do something to make the fellow citizens feel like you are against us.
That's pretty
I'll
well
give
said.
it to you, yeah.
But I don't get, we have laws in this country. We have limited freedoms. I'm just giving you limited freedom.
Oh, we have 100% limited freedoms. Anybody that thinks this country is free is absolutely crazy.
Michael and Middleton, all hail punter Brad, the self-appointed king of human vegetables. Kyle is the court jester.
You know what we should do? Oh, wow. That is...
I just get called a clown?
You know what we should do?
Kinda.
We should choose a show together, and we should watch one episode a day, and we should test my theory.
Yeah, guess what? I'm just going to finish it all at once.
Why would you do that?
You just...
Why would you just want to watch the world
Because I
burn?
don't
You're
need...
the worst.
But
You're
you
like
just want-
Toby off of The Office.
He
You're
just
the
wants to watch
worst.
the world burn.
Just the worst.
According to
Until you
KBN
guys-
Nation, you guys want to watch the world burn.
Until you guys watch what was supposed to be our first movie for KBN Movie Club, 12 rounds.
Is it John Cena?
I am not watching anything with you guys.
that movie got voted down.
Yeah, it did.
I thought it won.
No, it didn't.
Valiant effort, but it came in second place on Twitter at KBN ESPN.
I can't do that like last June.
Probably to start the show. I don't know. Good follow through, everyone. Way to go.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it. If it wasn't free, it wasn't me.
12 rounds with John Cena. Great movie.
I told you guys. I went.
What does that get on Rotten Tomatoes?
It got 20%.
A lot
of bad tomatoes.
Yeah, over under 30%.
The next topic I want to get to is as Brad said,
Bradimir to you.
If he was Matt LaFleur, he would be growing impatient with Goody and what he is given Matt LaFleur year over year over year.
31%.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow, what an over-under.
B guy.
I'm nailing it today, boys.
Right.
I am nailing it.
I'm moving on before I lose my crap.
Brad's having a good day.
I'm having a great day.
He is. We got to be happy to have Brad have a good day.
No, he doesn't need a good day.
Let him have a good day.
Right.
I got this a good day.
Yeah, you should go home, be miserable, and take care of your pregnant wife.
After he only
what I had. I'm just kidding.
After he only
what I had to do. 9 months. 9 months.
Oh, God.
You're in the honeymoon phase of pregnancy.
Yeah. We're not in the honeymoon phase of pregnancy anymore. We're in the grind
my water. I need a snack.
Is Lexi now asking you to do
feet.
stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Do women use it as a... Because I'm very...
And we got 2 other kids running around.
Are you going to say are women using this as a ploy?
No, okay. I understand. They deserve...
Because that's going to be on a tack ad.
They just... Thank you for catching me. They deserve everything. I just get a feeling...
But...
I just don't...
I love
pregnant women, but...
Because baby girl does a lot to adjust to me. But I just have this feeling, this inkling, when she gets pregnant, all hell's going to break loose because she's going to take every opportunity to say, the baby wants this.
Well, and
baby needs that. And I can't say no. I'm just nervous that that's going to be my life and whenever the Lord blesses us with a child.
It is going to be your life.
You just take advantage of it?
You got to accept
They're not taking advantage of it. They're actually saying it because they mean it even if they don't know that they're taking advantage of you.
Well, and they're legitimately...
Or she's just really got you wrapped around her finger and knows that...
Man, they've got 2 heartbeats in their body. Think about that. That's a lot.
I just feel like, so you're going to use my child as an excuse.
Your child. Use my child.
Our child.
4 feet. There's 4 feet.
2 brains.
What do you say? 4 feet what?
2 brains, 2 heart, 4 feet.
They
got 20 fingers.
That is crazy.
It's crazy.
That is wild. It doesn't mean I got to do everything they say.
They really do have 2 left.
It doesn't mean you have to do everything they say. Man, you said it's cheaper to keep her?
But no, did you have you and Brad, you're in it right now, so maybe you can't go through it. You can't speak quite yet.
2 of them.
Do you think there are times where they just take advantage of being pregnant and where just to get you to do something because they know they can?
Are you seriously asking that question?
Dang, man!
On the record?
Oh, my God.
On the record, you want that question?
Wow.
You want us to use that against
Live,
you?
And this is recorded in podcast form
I
forever?
have the answer I need. Okay, that's all I need to know. On the record, absolutely they're not taking advantage of it.
Kyle's going to be born again.
2 brains, man. 2 faces.
2 noses. 4 nostrils. Something wrong with y'all.
That's a lot. That's a lot on the body.
What did Brad has manic energy today?
I've never seen Brad like this in my life. You're supposed to be
I'm crying. My cheeks hurt.
You're supposed to be the guy that comes on this show.
This reminds me of the time Brad looked me in the eyes with a straight face after the Badgers lost one time, and he said, Strope, do you think there's somebody in the world named Harold Potter?
Oh, that's right. You remember you told us that.
It's crazy if you think about it. So there are people walking out there that were born before 1990, and their name's Harry Potter. and then the biggest books and then movie series in the world just decide to name their character Harry Potter. So if you're 50 years old, think about this. There's probably a 50-year-old man.
You think that Brad, this isn't the only scenario. There's probably a John Wick out there.
Yeah.
There's probably a Jason Bourne out there.
Lived 20
oh my
years.
gosh.
Probably lived 20 years, no problems. Hi, I'm Harry Potter. Never gets one blowback. But ever since that character got invented, when you shake somebody, yeah, my name's Harry Potter. They're like, get the heck out of here. Think about it. His life was changed. His life was changed.
Is somebody named Obi-Wan Kenobi out there before the first Star Wars?
Ooh, now that would be that would just be unfortunate, because that's
there actually is a Harold Potter out there. He's dead now. He was the first Canadian-born black sociologist hired by a Canadian post-secondary institution.
There's probably 100,000 Harry Potters.
We need to have stronger minds, stronger bodies for a stronger community right now. Brad needs to work out ASAP, and if he's smart, he's going to go to the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. Take the small step today. No goal is too small. Simply start. Clean Health Club's 24-hour open, 24/7. I can't speak. I mean, I've lost control of the show because I've lost Brad. By no point of ever doing the show, I knew I'd lose Strofe. I knew I'd lose Kyle. I've lost Brad today.
I don't know if I can finish the show.
Check out the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. Goody or LaFleur? Do you want Cooper Kupp? Is Brad going to get it together? Find out in 2 minutes.
I hope not.
Northbound 43, slowing down right around the North Avenue curve all the way up to Keefe. Southbound, a little bit tight right past Keefe. And then again, right through the Marquette over the high-rise bridge. Westbound 94, watch for backups out of the Marquette all the way to about Hawley Road. And checking the